140 years ago, with the coming of the black ships, there arose a warrior called Hitokiri Batosai. Felling men with the blood-stained blade, he closed the turbulent Bakumatsu era, and slashed open the age known as the Meiji. Then he vanished, and with the flow of years became a legend. In the 11th year of the Meiji, in the middle of Tokyo, this tale begins. Rurouni Kenshin by Nobuhiro Watsuki is a historical fiction taking place during the year of 1878 in the country of Japan. One night, a mysterious Rurouni, or vagabond, wanders into Tokyo and is quickly mistaken by a 17-year-old girl named Kamiya Kaoru to be the man she's in pursuit of. When the real man she is searching for attacks a group of cops, she attacks him with her wooden sword, only to have it cut in half, along with a shell cut on her arm. Luckily, the mysterious Rurouni saves her and takes her home. While being stitched up by her apprentice, she informs the Rurouni that the reason why she is in search of this man is because he is using her dojo's techniques to kill people. Her dojo's motto was swords that bring life, and this murderer was running her father's dojo out of business. She also informs the Rurouni that the man goes around calling himself the Hitokiri Batosai. The next day, while Kaoru and her apprentice are at the market, she comes across the Rurouni, being arrested by a cop for being in possession of a sword. After the apprentice bribes the cops to let the Rurouni go, the Rurouni becomes curious and asks where the apprentice is from. Kaoru tells him she doesn't know. We all have things in our past we don't want to talk about. You do, don't you? That's why you're a Rurouni. After declining Kaoru's invitation to dinner, he runs off looking for the murderer's rumored hideout. That night, while Kaoru is reading, her apprentice Keihi enters and insists that she give him the dojo. While saying this, the murderer and his gang enters. It turns out that the murderer Gohi and the apprentice Keihi are siblings. When it seems all hope is lost, the mysterious Rurouni enters after one of the gang members collapses on the ground in front of him. In a cocky tone, Gohei asks if he believes in swords that give life. A sword is a weapon, whatever pretty name you give it. Swordsmanship is a way to kill. She speaks as one who has never bloodied her hands. Kaoru Dono maintains a sweet, naive lie. But in the face of such an awful truth, the sweet, naive lie she tells is so much better. If this one had had a wish, it would only be that her lie would become the truth of the world. After knocking out the first team of gang members to attack, he admits that he is the Hitokiri Batosai. After this, the Rurouni quickly defeats Gohi along with his gang, using his lightning-fast speed. Because of his strange sword, none of the gang members are harmed. They are only knocked unconscious. Once the fight is over, the Rurouni begins to leave. Saddened by this, Kaoru yells at him in an attempt at asking him to stay while hiding her feelings. He declines, saying that it would just make it harder. Turning around, unable to face him, she begs him to at least tell her his name. She hears the door close and she thinks he has left. Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin. That is my name today. This one is weary from traveling. As a Rurouni, one never knows when or where one will be off to next. But please, excuse the intrusion for a little while. And so their tale begins. As Kenshin and Kaoru start their life together at the Kamiya Dojo, they will make many friends. Miyuji Yahito, an orphan from a samurai family who studies under Kaoru. Sagar Sanosuke, an ex-member of the hated Sekiho army, and Takani Megumi, the last member of a well-known family of doctors. While wielding a Sakabato, reverse blade sword, Kenshin and his friends will also be forced to face enemies and rivals from Kenshin's past. What reason did Kenshin have for becoming a Rurouni? Can he be able to forgive himself? And will Kenshin stay with Kaoru? Interested? Read for yourself. Rurouni Kenshin.